There was no trace of you, Harding. You were just gone. You didn't give up when I was lost, because friends don't give up on each other. And if you're still out there, we will find you. Whatever it takes.
I keep asking myself, what if I'd been faster on Tearstone Island? I should have pushed myself harder. Would Harding still be around?
You can't know that. None of us can.
She's a hero. Without her, Lucanus would never have gotten his shot at Gillenane. And Bellara. If she hadn't gotten rid of those wards, we wouldn't have made it in time.
We'll get her back. Whatever we do.
Damn right we will.
Despite the cost, Gillenane is dead. We should still count it a victory.
I knew you wouldn't miss twice. Are you okay?
I'm well, though that was no ordinary death blow. I assure you that striking down a god is not something any killer can mistake. That is worth remembering, given we still have 2 gods to destroy. Now comes the fight for those we can still save.
You must be so pleased with yourself.
What the... Hezenkos?
Of course it's me! Reduced to explaining myself to Emmerich Valkaren's companions.
Taash and I have taken over tending the plants in Harding's room. Truth be told, I'm not sure she remembered to water them very often, but they bloomed for her all the same.
She saved my life. All our lives.
All of Thedas owes Lace Harding a debt she would never have even considered.
We'll do her proud in Minrathous.
And against Elganon.
What disaster's unfolding out there now?
Well, the moon... Know what? Emmerich will tell you.
Get Valkaren on it! I'm not spending the rest of my existence orbiting the ruins of your hideout!
You came back. You're the main reason I came back. Now, as I recall, we have some unfinished business. Unless you still think it's a distraction.
Do I seem distracted?
I don't know. I might need to take a closer look.
Look fast.
I need to get stuck in the Fade with my greatest regrets more often.
I will destroy anything that ever tries to hurt you.
Oh, sweet talker.
So, we're together now.
I hope so.
I don't know. I've never done this before. I've had sex. I meant being someone's...
Lover?
I'm never calling you that. Ever.
Consort?
No.
We'll figure something out.
I don't want to mess this up. How do I...
People who are together talk with each other. They communicate.
That sounds awful.
If you're not comfortable with it...
No. You being happy matters to me.
I love you too.
Tarala.
Tarala? That's the Kunari word for mine?
Yeah. Because that's what you are. Tarala. I keep expecting Harding to come by and laugh about something. She had the best laugh.
Yeah.
You get enough sleep? Should have let you actually sleep.
I'm glad you didn't.
Go to your room. I'll come by with tea to help you sleep. You want the lavender or the ginger?
I told you I'm fine.
Okay. But I still get to worry.
Thank you all for coming. If we don't stop Elganon today, our world is either dead or blighted. So we keep fighting until the job is done. It's gonna be hard. There's no guarantee any of us will make it.
We're with you, Rook.
Elgarnon dies today.
Whatever it takes.
Strife, news?
Our scouts confirm Elgarnon is inside the Archon's palace. There's a giant tendril of blight tethering it to the Divine's manor in Hightown.
Then that's our goal. Breach the city walls and get to that tendril. Emmerich, can we count on Moonwatch support?
The Watchers, living and otherwise, will stand with us.
Every remaining Grey Warden will be there too.
No other crow will let you steal all the credit, Rook. We're with you.
And the Lords of Fortune will be there. For gold and glory.
The Veil Jumpers have been in this since the beginning, and will be there for the end.
Solas is our first target. Without his dagger, we can't kill Elganon.
Our scouts last spotted him working with the Shadow Dragons in the western section of Hightown.
Okay, we go in through Hightown.
How? Minrathous was built to fight off an army, even before Elganon reinforced the defenses. Every gate will be guarded.
Worse than that. Our scouts reported that the Venatori sealed all the gates with those damn warding crystals.
Can the Veil Jumpers disable them?
Venatori magic won't be a problem.
It's still likely to take time. You may need assistance or someone to protect you while you unravel the wards.
Nev, I want you helping the Veil Jumpers.
You've got it.
The Venatori at that gate will be commanded by a war mage. That's how they usually operate.
If we get rid of the commander, the rest of the Venatori will scatter. Can the crows cut the head off the snake?
Contract accepted.
There's gonna be a lot of guards between you and her. The Lords can clear you a path.
And one of us should be there as well.
Lucanus, how'd you like to kill a Venatori mage?
It would be my pleasure.
One last thing might give the crows some trouble. There's a massive construct tall enough to crush buildings. It's guarding the main gate.
A juggernaut. Giant siege constructs built to withstand the Anton, or anyone else who came calling.
We're gonna need our heaviest forces against that juggernaut. Evka?
The Grey Wardens have fought ogres and archdemons. We can handle this.
The Morn Watch will lend aid, but against something as large as this juggernaut, we'll require further assistance. Rook?
Davrin, you're with the Wardens.
Nowhere I'd rather be.
Emmerich. Taash, you're with me. We make a run at the gate, get inside, and find Solas. The rest of you, get to the Blight Tendril. Once we've got the dagger, we'll meet you there. And take the fight to Elganon. I believe in this team, in all of us. So let's get it done. We go on my signal.
For a free Minrathous!
Attack! Look out!
Destroy this filth!
Focus on the wards!
The city with minimal losses.
They did their part. Let's do ours.
Heads up, dark spot. Take him down! right. Let's find Solas.
Our last reports had him helping the Shadow Dragons.
Then let's find the Shadow Dragons. Probably need a hand with all the blight in their city. That's a lot of blight. Our statue, lady. Watch yourself, more darkspawn!
Accompanied by Venatori.
Rothus already had it bad with the Venatori in charge. Now there's Darkspawn and Blight everywhere. It's messed up.
Well fought, Lucanis.
And there he is, the demon of Virantium.
At your service. They and I will return to the Crows and help with the fight through the city. You go after Solas.
We spotted him. He's not far ahead. That way, quickly.
All right. Taash said Solas should be up ahead. Let's find him.
This is an astounding amount of blight.
And this is with Solas trying to help the Shadow Dragons.
Venatori ahead. Unless I'm mistaken, the Magister leads them.
By the power of Rosicale!
Listen, something big up ahead. Not a dragon.
we win. You're lucky your head's so damn hard.
Tarquin, Viper, you're alive!
Thanks to Solas. He's been the only thing between us and Elganon.
Stay with them. I'm going to talk to Solas.
You are as surprising as ever. Even I could not have escaped that prison. For you to manage it.
Varric believed in me when nobody else did.
He was a good man.
He was always there for me. Except that he wasn't. Because you killed him.
What happened at the ritual site?
I know what happened. I remember the truth now. You did something to my mind to make me keep seeing him.
Yes. I was wrong to do so.
You knew Varric was dead the whole time, but you kept pushing me not to see it. Why? How?
I was desperate. Unless I escaped, the world would fall to tyranny and blight. The only tool I had was my tenuous connection to you.
Blood magic.
As I said, I was wrong.
You know what the worst part is? Part of me was excited about proving myself to the Dreadwolf.
Rook.
That's how you do it, right? You get people so eager for those little scraps of approval that they never see the knife coming.
I'm sorry. I betrayed you because I believed that only I could save this world. But I have failed, Rook. I have not stopped Elganon. I have not even defeated his archdemon. The victories that have been won since Elganon and Gillenane escaped are yours, not mine. If we are to save this world, we must work together.
You've got to be kidding me. You just finished apologizing for the last time you betrayed me.
I know. I cannot change the past.
How stupid do you think I am? The best possible version of this is that we kill Elganon, and then you finish your ritual and drown the world in demons.
If joining me and stopping Elganon requires the veil to stay in place, then I will pay that price unflinching. I swear by my own foolish pride, by love for friends I've failed and hurt, by everything I ever held as sacred. I will leave the veil untroubled. It will never come down by my hand. Now, if you will come with me, I can show you what has prevented me from reaching Elganon. And you can tell me your plan.
We were trying to get to the Divine's Manor in the center of the city.
And the Blight tendril connecting to the Archon's palace. Yes, I thought the same. But some intelligence guides the tendrils. It has prevented me from getting...
There's a large force arrayed against us ahead.
Let us see if they've heard the legends of the Grave. Begone, Darkspawn! Professor Emmerich Volkaren of the Morn Watch. Or what remains of him, at least.
I assure you, Lichdom has left my personhood, faculties, and soul wholly intact. I never anticipated a manifested spirit of pride might lecture me on the nature of sapient being.
I prefer to be known as Wisdom.
And I prefer to be known as Emmerich Volkaren.
Were matters not pressing, it would be a privilege to speak with you further, Professor.
Well, if you're willing, I must admit, there are questions the Watchers have long desired answers to.
Betrayed you!
Kill the other.
Be ready. One of the darkspawn ahead can cast spells.
Abominations. Twisted magic. That's the fade. You will threaten this world no longer. Elganan populates his armies with the cruel and the brutal. No brilliant tacticians, only those he can dominate and those who wish to become like him. But you, Rook, your team is made from the clever, the wise and the loyal. You honored their strengths to make them yours. And that is why you are going to defeat him. intelligence Elganon has set to direct the Blight. We are not far from it. Beyond the Blight there, perhaps. Do you feel it? The Blight reacts to my presence. There! That must be the source of whatever intelligence guides it. If you can destroy the mind guiding the Blight, we may be able to reach the palace. I can accompany you no further. My presence will only draw the Blight to you.
What did they do to her?
We are out of time. I will defeat the Archdemon. Once Elganon is mortal, the final blow must be yours. I can think of no one better to wield this.
I thought I'd have to fight you for that dagger.
Then this has been a day of surprises for us both. Good luck. When next we meet, let us be standing over Elganon's body!
Solas takes down the Archdemon. That makes Elganon mortal, then we kill him with the Lyrium dagger. First,
we must find a way to free Veilguard.
Laura, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of there.
Laura is gone. There is only the will of Elganon. Giver of life and death. None oppose Elganon and survive.
one, quickly!
Loosen the lid for you.
Rook? He was all I could hear. It was my mind, but he made me want to help him.
It's okay. You're free now. You're safe.
None of us are safe.
Once Elganon is dead...
Wait! You can't kill Elganon yet. If you do, watch out! Come on!
Morgan! Quickly now! Destiny is a heavy burden to bear. And growing heavier by the moment.
You're alive.
Can't get rid of Hassan and me that easily.
Apologies for missing the War Council. We got inside the city with the Veil Jumpers.
It gave us a chance to finally strike back at the Venatori.
Whatever you did unblocked entrances to the Divine's Manor. It also destroyed some of the Blight.
It'll come back. I can still feel it. I don't think I'm the only mage he used like this.
Bellara, good to have you back.
Rook freed me, but I learned things when I was in that Blight eruption. We need to talk.
We will. But first, we need to get you to a healer.
We'll take care of her.
Thanks. I'll join you in a bit. Just want to check on everyone else coming in. Well, we still have time.
Elganon and the Venatori have destroyed my city. This is our final chance to take it back. We will win, Rook, or die trying.
Even gods may die.
We have every confidence in your plan. Kindly put this affair to rest.
Those who fell in our fight lie in the next room. They will be taken to grave or pyre once our battle has ended, as their beliefs dictate. For now, they wait, and we attend them. If you wish to pay your respects, please enter.
certain?
Rook, the Venatori brought death to Minrathus. We've made many of them pay, but they still owe us a balance.
You take care of Elgar'nan. We'll keep after his remaining followers on the ground. Minrathus, all of Thedas, will remember the crows on this day. To our house's proud Rook.
Fighting through a city run by Venatori. It's what Treviso could have been, but worse. Was that suitably self-absorbed? Go win again, Rook.
Got some civilian. Hate to admit it, but Solas really came through for us. Now it's just Elgar'nan we have to deal with. Good luck.
We'll keep watch on the city down here. Stay safe, Rook.
It's been years since I fought in a battle like this.
The crows defeated the Venatori at the gates, thanks to you and the lords.
The pleasure was all mine. I got to dust off the daggers for good people. Rest up while you can. You'll need it.
We've all had enough of Elgar'nan's tyranny.
Be sure to silence him.
Hit them hard.
The Evenures do not need, they only demand. Deny them.
When this is done,
'Tis almost time for this story to end. Are you ready to write the final chapter?
She'll find a way.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Get out there and do what you do best.
You've got this.
He was in my head the whole time. It was like I wanted to help him.
That's messed up.
He's filled with the blight, and I think I am too. Rook.
You're not dead yet, and as long as you're still alive, there's hope. For now, hang on. We'll see if there's a way for the Wardens to help you once Elgar'nan is dead.
No, you can't. That's what I needed to tell you. When Elgar'nan was in my mind, I was kind of in his too. I could feel him. His mind, his magic, his life force. It's tied to the Veil. His life is the only thing holding the Veil in place.
I felt the Veil weaken when Gillenane fell. I expect that when Solas imprisoned the other gods, he bound them all thus. And now that Elgar'nan is the only one left...
If we kill him, the Veil collapses.
Which is why Solas gave me the dagger. damn it. He said something about this in that memory of him binding the gods. I thought he was just stealing their magic. I didn't realize he meant it literally. We still have to kill Elganon. So what can we do? Can we tie the veil to something else to keep it in place?
For an enchantment like that, we'll need a specific substitute. The veil was made to be tied to the ancient elven gods.
Then let's tie it to Solas. He's the only elven god left.
Binding him will require drawing his blood with the lyrium dagger.
And I doubt he's going to like the idea.
Cutting him to bind him to the veil? That's blood magic. We do it if we have to, but only if we have to. What about this?
The dagger we made while you were trapped in the Fade.
Once Elganon is dead, odds are good that Solas will need to do something else to complete his ritual. This dagger looks identical, but it can't go through enchantments like the real thing. So if he tries to use it...
The backlash of such magic would render him helpless.
Unless he notices. You really want to try a bait and switch on the Dreadwolf?
Is there any chance at all, that he would listen to reason?
Speaking from the heart, Inquisitor?
Varric tried to reason with him, and he died for it.
As did Mythal when Solas took her power.
But we have you, Morrigan. You have Mythal's memories. And we have the essence of the other fragment of Mythal from the Crossroads.
Such power, even fragmented, is not to be taken lightly. Hold it for now. And when the time comes, if you believe the Dreadwolf's heart can be turned from this course, I shall try.
Because of everyone here, and everyone we lost to get here, we've got options for dealing with Solas. For now, let's focus on Elganon. He's in the palace above us. We'll climb the Blight Tendril to get there. Once Solas takes down the Archdemon and renders Elganon mortal, we hit him with everything we've got.
Damn right we do.
Time's running short. Stock up on supplies, pay your respects, and say goodbye to the people you love. Be ready to go when I signal.
Oh, it is purest relief to see us all gathered safe and sound. We reunited with Balara. What that poor girl has been through, and she's still returned to the fray. Elganon must fear what we might accomplish once we storm his tower.
To come this far, only to fail at the last minute. The irony will kill me before Elganon can.
Elganon will be formidable, but it's Solas who truly worries me. He is, however, a former spirit. As such, Solas cannot help but listen to appeals to his nature, his yearning for reflection.
I could try talking him down once I find him.
The spirits whisper. One way or another, I believe the Dread Wolf's tale draws to its conclusion. You have been a dear companion, Rook. You accompanied me through death, and were the first to witness my return. I shall never forget that, through the ages that follow.
When this is over, you should write a book about it all.
Oh, Balara and I have exchanged notes on the subject.
Of course.
Onwards, Rook. The gods await.
You've got this. We didn't lose anybody. We hit the city that the Antam couldn't conquer and got out clean. We've even got Balara back. We're gaining people.
Don't call attention to our lucky streak. We'll need it at the Archon's palace.
I'm really proud of you, Tarella.
Thanks, Taash.
You're doing great. You're gonna get us to Elgarnon.
You and me against the world, Taash.
World doesn't stand a chance. Hey, listen. You helped me figure out who I was. You helped me find me. And love me.
Shokra to Ebra, Taash. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I lost my mother with stuff left unsaid, so whatever happens, I'm a better person, because you came into my life. So, thanks. Now let's go kick some ass.
Lucanus? Everything all right?
We have made it here and fared well in the fight. Now we only have to wait. But Spike grows impatient. As do I. This may be the calm before a final storm, but I don't feel it.
I'm on edge myself, so I couldn't expect anyone here not to be.
Perhaps.
It won't be much longer.
Elgernon's life is measured in hours. As for Solas, it's been asked if he can see reason. Solas has proven his word cannot be trusted. Why give him the chance to prove it again? But then, I gave that chance to Ilario. Is there hope for him, or was I foolish to think so? Whatever happens, my contract was for the blighted gods. Today it is fulfilled.
A crow couldn't ask for bigger targets. We'll give Elganon our regards.
And make our houses immortal. Rook, I owe you my life. When I left the ossuary, I knew I could not be the same. What I've managed to reclaim, what I can make of moving forward, I'm in your debt for it. And now, the god dies. We finish a contract, keep a promise. Spite and I are in agreement. You have a pair of demons at your service.
We're in good shape, Rook. Real good. Balara's finally back with us. Solas doesn't know we're on to him. And we've gotten past Elgernon's main forces. The tide's turning, and the hunt's almost done.
You make dealing with two gods and an archdemon sound easy.
We've gotten back up every time the gods bloodied us. And that was without our allies showing up. After this is all over, I'm going to visit Eldrin. See how Hassan's brothers and sisters are doing.
A visit from Uncle Davrin.
Gotta impress those balls of feathers while I'm still taller than they are. Well, Elgernon won't wait forever. Ready whenever you are.
One final order. Come back in one piece.
We can't hold back now. Everyone's got their parts. This is all or nothing. But try to stay safe out there yourself, Rook. Hassan would miss you. And so would I.
How are you feeling, Balara?
Everyone filled me in and told me about everything that happened since I've been gone. It's a lot. I knew Elgernon was doing something. I could feel it through the blight. I just didn't know how big it was. How awful it was. But most everyone's still alive. Still fighting. That's more than I could have hoped for. More than I expected. So, okay, I think.
Look, at this point, I'll take okay. Could be a lot worse.
Given everything we faced, okay is better than okay.
And the blight? How's it feeling?
Like it's tying itself around me. It's in my blood, in my head. I feel it whispering to me. But it doesn't get to decide how my story goes. Even if it's only got a few chapters left. Let's make the most of each one of them and give it the happiest ending we can manage.
Best way to a happy ending is to fight for it. And that's why we're here. For the fight.
It may be our last one. So let's make it worth our while. Rook, Thank you.
For what?
For helping me put the ghosts of the past to rest. Now let's go kill a god.
Nev, how are you holding up?
I've seen reports from the city. The lost... But more are still standing than I might have bet on. Every person who gets through this is a win.
We're nearly there. We're really doing this.
That was the plan.
There's more on your mind.
This started with Solas. It will end there, too. He played mind games with you, targeted emotions, then went right for the heart. People with power, sometimes it's best not to play their games. Other times you need to play them smarter. However this plays out, I'm ready. Minrathous has gone through enough. So have I.
So much has happened, but we wouldn't be standing here without you.
Sure you would. Though the group would lack a certain charm. When this is done, I'm not sure where I'll land or what it will look like. We've been through a lot on this one, but if you need a detective, you've got me on your case.
Thanks, Nev.
Anytime.
A word, Rook?
Any last advice from Mythal?
'Tis a difficult battle you face, but you are among more allies than you know. You have purified the crossroads, uncovered ancient truths lost for ages, and earned the essence of Mythal. You are truly the champion of the Fade. Take this. Should your fight against Elganon grow desperate, invoke the memories of the Dreadwolf's rebels. For you, they will stand against tyranny one last time.
Bad news, everyone. Elganon's forces are gathering outside.
They mean to prevent you from reaching their master.
Our people will set up barricades, and we'll hold the enemy as long as we can. You need to start climbing.
Let one of us help.
I'm going up there. I owe Elganon for what he did.
You go to face a guard, Rook, but any aid you might spare would be welcomed.
Davrin, they need your strength.
You got it.
We'll be cheering for you, Rook. Good luck.
get through them quickly! Our friends below repelling the counterattack.
All we can do for him is get to the throne room and finish this.
Solas knows that as well as we do. He might betray us after, but he'll do whatever it takes to stop Elganon.
Ready!
Washvatar, white tentacle crap!
This archdemon was once a particularly impressive breed of dragon.
Yeah. How's the fade? Still weird?
Oh, the rituals made it quite unpredictable.
Okay. Good talk. Watch yourself!
The throne room. Knowing Algernon, we'll find him there.
Rook!
You made it.
Algernon's using the Magisters to control the Blight, just like he used me. They're directing all of it at Solas. He won't make it without our help.
How do you know?
I can still feel it. Hear it.
The Blight.
I'll help Solas. Just get to the throne room.
just ahead. Everybody ready?
Absolutely.
Hey, Torella, you got us here. We've got this.
Solas!
I've got this! Go!
Such arrogance, thinking you can hide from your creator. And I am this world's creator. Every pointed spire and warding enchantment in this city is a child's unwitting imitation of the empire I built. I would have restored the glory. Your lives are too brief to remember.
I saw Demeter's Crossing and Weishaupt and everywhere else you've left your mark. I didn't see any glory. All I saw was a tyrant destroying everything he touches.
You mistake discipline for cruelty, a failing among those who lack a master's gentle guidance. We only destroyed because you resisted. In the new empire, every child would have blossomed under my protection. And Ghilanane, my brilliant sister, would have forged the blight into a tool of beauty. But she is dead. And all we have is this. Because of you. dragon thrall lives. I am invulnerable. Yet still you fight. Pathetic.
One's all set. Excellent coordination.
Got him ready for you.
Cannot save you. He cannot even save himself. Now you understand that none may stand against me. Those who try stand alone. I am the Lord of the day and the night. Yield to me and I will show you mercy. Look at you. Your failures. You failed to save the wardens at Weishaupt. You fled in terror at Arlathan.
And then we killed Gillenane.
You have nothing. No army, no dragon, no thralls.
I've got a team, and that's all I need.
I have bound the souls of dragons. I have slain titans and broken the will of gods.
You haven't broken me.
You will kneel. Oh, come now. You did as well as anyone could have, but you cannot deny the truth.
do this. I have to.
Release them! I gave you this power, child!
You are not my god!
Impossible! No! You will not!
You are mortal, Elganon. Enjoy it while it lasts.
If you will not bow, you will burn! Your recalcitrance has doomed every pathetic creature in existence!
Loosen the lid for you. Quickly! Set that one up!
I will see the last glimmer of defiance from this wretched world! And from the ashes shall rise a blighted empire! Bow to me alone!
Ready?
Got him ready for you. the lid for you!
It is done. The world owes you a debt, both for defeating Elganon and for bringing down the Veil. I am sorry for this final betrayal, but I will do what I can to minimize the damage. When you see the old world restored, please, Rook. I do not wish to fight against you.
I don't want to fight you either. But I don't want to see the world go through even more pain on top of what Elganon has done. Do you?
This world is broken, Rook, because of my mistakes.
You're right. You do need to make up for the damage you've done. But breaking the world again is the wrong way to do it.
Letting the Veil collapse
is what you want. Making amends isn't about what you want. You have a chance right now to save the world. Bind yourself to the Veil and stop it from falling.
I cannot. To stop now would dishonor those I have wronged to come this far.
Even if those you wronged asked you to stop.
Venan.
You think you've gone too far to come back, but you're wrong. I am here, walking the Dinan Sharal with you.
I lied. I betrayed you.
I forgive you. All you have to do is stop.
Irabalas, Venan. But I cannot. Long before we met, I failed my oldest friend. She died for that failure. If I leave the Veil in place, I am destroying the world she wanted. And I will have... She will have died for nothing.
Whose fault is that, Dreadwolf?
Morrigan.
One appellation among many, I wear. I have been advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, daughter of Flemeth, and once, long ago, an old friend.
Mythal lives on in her, and in this.
Mythal.
I pulled you from the Fade you loved and sent you into war. I used your wisdom as a weapon, and it broke you.
The things that I have done
are not for you alone to bear, my friend. The many wrongs we did together. I release you from my service.
Banal Nadas, Harlathma Banan.
My life force now sustains the Veil. With every breath I take, I will protect the innocent from my past failures. The Titan's dreams are mad from their imprisonment. I cannot kill the Blight, but I can help to soothe its anger. I will go and seek atonement.
But you do not have to go alone.
Arkelas vir Banal.
Tel Banal Arama Virshira Malasa Pelenaris.
Thank you, Rook.
With Elgar'nan and Gillenane dead, and the Inquisitor finally reunited with her true love, it looked like one of the biggest stories this world had ever seen was finally drawing to a close.
The story of the Veilguard, a team of heroes who stood strong against evil, no matter the cost.
Whatever it takes.
But whenever one story ends, another begins.
Like the story of the Grey Wardens, clearing the remains of the blight so that the flowers can grow again.
Or the story of Arkandorian Parvus, fighting to bring Minrathous out from under Venatori rule.
Or the story of a caretaker, standing watch for new heroes.
For the Antivan Crows, it would be a story of the ongoing struggle for freedom against the corrupt Governor Ivenchi.
Among the Veil Jumpers, the fall of the last elven gods meant Arlathan was reborn.
At their heart, stories are about change.
A man exploring worlds beyond mortal existence.
A woman protecting Docktown at all costs against an unknown future.
An assassin and a demon setting aside the past for the sake of family.
A student of history, helping the elves regain what they lost.
A dragon hunter, rediscovering their heritage from a place of strength.
Or the Griffins, finding a new home in Arlathan, protecting a world that once thought them lost for good.
There are stories of love.
But those stories aren't over. And we will always be grateful to those whose stories brought us where we are today. And those whose stories will live on with us forever.